This week's Mayor's Message is brought to you from the office here at the Waratah-Wynyard Council, and I'm very sorry I haven't got a subject or a guest to have with me this week, but there's a few things I'd like to have a roundup and pass on to the community of happenings in our region. And one is the Somerset toilets have been renovated, and beautiful job, a huge upgrade, and thank the contractors for the wonderful job they've done to those toilets. So that'll be a pleasant, that'll be something pleasant for users of the Cam River. Also, there's a few big jobs on our next budget this year, and that is the upgrade of the Somerset Main Street. So we've been promised $250,000 from the state government to upgrade the CBD and parking and align the front street and give Somerset's Main Street a nice dress up. Also on the approach to Wynyard on the old Mount Hicks Road and the Scenic Drive outlet, that bad corner has been deemed a black spot area, and we just recently received funding from the black spot program to put a roundabout in at that intersection. And while some people don't think it's a good idea, the intersection has qualified for the funding with its record of accidents in that area. Another thing that's always on our mind in the community is the shared pathway, the old railway line between Wynyard and Burnie, and negotiations are still on with councils affected by this pathway and Tasrail trying to negotiate to get an exercise bike running track along beside the foreshore and the scenic drives between here and Burnie. It would be a beautiful tourist attraction, and that's ongoing, negotiations with governments in relation to that and the owners of the corridor. So also another major job that's taking place by contractors is Shepherd's Lane at Elliot on the Waratah, on the Murchison Highway up there going to Yolla. The big trees that shadow the road in Shepherd's Lane, and the danger of those. They're 100 years old, these trees, and they've outlived their safety. Safety is number one in our community, so the contractors will start early August in removing these trees, and there'll be a bit of a delay there and a disruption to the residents, but I'm sure you'll happily negotiate the disruptions for the benefit of letting the sun in on the road and removal of the dangerous trees. Yes, and whilst we're on safety in the municipality, I'd like to remind us all that road safety is number one, and mud coming out onto the roads, especially bitumen roads, coming out of the agricultural activities beside the roads in the paddocks with tractors and trucks is a huge danger, and please take care that you don't drag too much mud out. Our council staff have been out and had lots of washings of the roads of different stages due to the fact that they've been a danger. So just ask contractors and farmers to have that in mind when they're travelling out onto the road. Another big job in this year's budget is the replacement of the Pages Road Bridge. Lovely scenic drive down through Pages Road. It's a main extraction road for timber out in the plantations area at Purulina and Miuna. The bridge has always been a single lane bridge, and it will now be replaced by a dual lane bridge. That will make it much safer. We've got school buses and the safety of children travelling to and from school to take into account, and this will be a major upgrade of a safety and a major safety improvement to the Pages Road area with trucks and school buses. So that's very pleasing to see that job's going to be done in the near future, in the next 12 months. Won't be 12 months, but it will be in this budget period. What else have we got? I think that's about yeah, the shared pathway. That's a big one between Wynyard and Burnie, the shared pathway on the old rail corridor. But anyway, look, that's a few things I've touched on for this week's Mayor's Message. I look forward to meeting you next week and having a guest on duty with me, so bye for now.